From financial crisis to economic crisis to employment crisis. In the 18 months to mid-2009, OECD countries saw an increase of more than 15 million in the ranks of the unemployed, the levels now its highest since the Second World War. And things are likely to get worse. Though the world economy does now seem to be recovering, there'll be a time lag before companies start taking the risk of hiring new labor.
You really want to show signs of recovery in your own shop, in your own company. Your order book has to be pretty fat and thick and heavy and in good shape for you to start hiring again. So even though there is growth, you will still see bad unemployment numbers. So that means in 2010 you will still get maybe to 10% on average unemployment in the OECD.
Even if unemployment doesn't hit the symbolic 10%, the danger is that high levels persist even once the recovery is well underway. So-called structural unemployment happens when people spend so long out of the workforce that they lose hope and give up looking for work. It's on these vulnerable groups, especially the young, that the OECD says that governments should focus their attention, offering financial help, advice, and above all training, so that they can move quickly back into jobs when the upturn comes.
There is a need to maintain this strong focus on labour market and social policies, and if there is a fiscal space, if there are resources, actually possible to scale up, to provide even more resources. Because I think we know what could be done and what should be done in order to help workers to regain employment as quickly as possible and to prevent this risk that unemployment becomes persistent and therefore may lead to discouragement, to a reduction in the labour supply, which potentially could also undermine the recovery itself.
Governments have already devoted large parts of their stimulus packages to shore up incomes and maintain demand for labour. But some of their measures are short-term and need to be phased out once recovery gets underway. The OECD's message is to keep the right mix of policies, so that with growth also comes secure, durable jobs. Hugh Schofield reporting for the OECD.